What up, guys? It is DJ Barbecue at On Blackheath. Elbow's about to take the main stage. Madness on tomorrow. And today, I am cooking for you a beautiful Bavette steak marinated in hibiscus, bourbon, and honey. And I got some beautiful sides, man. You need the green, you need the carbs. So I'm gonna do Woodstock Dan's green beans. So I got these bad boys. They're gonna go, I'm gonna blanch them for about 4 minutes. They're gonna do their work, but it's all about the Bavette steak. So Bavette, abdominal, skirt, flank. It's my favorite cut of meat on the cow. And this marinade could bring about world peace. It is unbelievable. So it starts off with some olive oil. That goes in. Not as fast as I was hoping it would, but it's going in. So olive oil. And then let's bring the sweet to the olive oil. Big tablespoon. Did someone not do the paper on there? Yeah, that's it. Sorry, guys. We're getting there. It's all real time. It's all honest. So I'm actually cooking here for the masses, man. And you know, if you don't take that thing off the ketchup, man, people get upset with you. So a big tablespoon of honey, and then my favorite thing on the planet, bourbon. A little bit for me. Woo! Now, marinades. It's usually an olive oil and a vinegar. You know, you need a tang with the olive oil. And I was trying to do, what can I marinade with that's not vinegar based? Went to a Mexican supermarket and I found some hibiscus. So, I'm gonna break it all up, release all these flavors. Dried hibiscus flowers, if you chew on it, you got the tang, that kind of sourness, that tang. So that goes in. Sorry, I'll do it so you can see it. That goes in. So we've got olive oil, bourbon, honey, hibiscus. We're gonna get some pepper in there, get some salt in there, and then I've got my lime. So if you wanna get crazy, just zest that and then dry it out, man. Leave it on your wood burning stove, put it in the oven at a really low temperature, but we're gonna do real time, so we're gonna get the lemon zest in there. Whole lemon. I'm actually going southpaw. Way easier. I'm right-handed. All right. So get the lemon, there's lime in there. Now, do we got any chilies in here? You got a chili, Francesca? Because I wouldn't mind.
There's a whole thing of them, isn't there?
No, they're not there. I know I didn't ask for them, but you know, when I did this recipe, I actually got some chili flakes and stuff, so I wouldn't mind putting some chilies in there. And then, there's my zest. So, my 2 Bavettes. Beautiful abdominal muscles, look at that. So when you cook them, you want to cut them against that grain. And that's how you start things rocking. So, these go in. And then you massage your meat. It's all about massaging your meat. Now, I can see everybody saying, DJ Barbecue's got rings. Yeah, I know. And they're coming off, because I'm done touching raw meat. There we go. Rings off. Everybody kind of naysaying me on the rings. They are done. So now, here's the steaks, marinating. We're gonna put them in the fridge overnight. The hibiscus, that's gonna bring the tan. That's gonna be our kind of vinegar base. But luckily, here's some I did earlier. Oh man, you know what? We're gonna go chilies in there as well. I like heat. They're going in. Make it rain chilies. Boom. All right. So luckily, here's some I did earlier. Now with steaks and beef, you want a searing hot heat. So I got my griddle pan right now. I'm gonna get that all fired up. Now, you don't oil the pan, you oil the steak, but luckily, they're all sitting there in the olive oil, so as soon as that hits temperature, it's good. So let's check. We got tongs? Yep, we got tongs. Now this is my friend Woodstock Dan's green beans. And I worked at a seafood restaurant back in Ocean City, Maryland. He had a big cauldron of these. And I would just sit there and eat them all the time. I'm like, why are these so good, Dan? And he's like, nutmeg. Nutmeg. it works on beans with onions. So I'm gonna get a bit of olive oil in this pan and get that kind of fired up. There we go. I'm gonna move this to over here. That's been blanching. And then I got this bad boy, and that's gonna get all fired up. I'm gonna put these in there. So, how's this doing? It's good. So you grab our Bavette steaks, the tastiest part of the cow. You can hear that sizzle, man. Oh, look how thick this one is. That is thick. I got room for one more. These guys are getting a nice hot heat. Wash the hands. There we go. So, I got my Bavettes cooking. I want a super hot heat. Now, how can you tell when your steaks are where you want them? Bavette, I go medium rare. I want to break down some of the little fat that's in there. I want to flavor that meat. So, grab your thumb and your forefinger, this one right here, the pointer one, touch them, and then push in here. That's a kind of medium rare. You touch these two, that's medium. You touch these two, that's well done. Rare, medium, well done. So when you gotta poke your steak, you gotta rub your meat, you gotta touch your meat. Get in there, feel the meat. That's how you can tell how it's cooked. So I got the steaks going right in here. This is going good. So I'm gonna grab my green beans. And if you wanna see how to do this recipe, just click on the green beans right now. Click on these guys, and you can see the video of how I cooked Woodstock Dan's green beans. So we've blanched them, and now I'm gonna add some incredible ingredients. So I've got these onions that I put in my firebox. So basically, I've got a restaurant. Hold on. Am I gonna mess up your light right now, Louie? Okay. Can you hear the music over there that we can't afford to put on the video? That's our pop-up over there. So I've been smoking pork shoulder, pork butt, American style, since yesterday at 5, and now we're pulling them fresh right now. We're doing these burgers. We got a sound system over there, and that's where it's all happening right there. I had a train of thought to this conversation, but I got excited about talking about it. And yeah, but anyway, we've got the super hot heat over there, everything over live fire, because I like the taste of wood smoke on my meat. Okay. That's what I'm gonna go do in a bit, 'cause I got a DJ. So, I know what it was. Over there, I put these guys in the firebox. So, I'm gonna slice in there. Beautiful, soft, oozing with just loads of flavor. Look at these onions, man. Oh my gosh, how good. Oh, just smell that, dude, smell that. Is that good? Is that good? Yeah, it is. All right, so we're gonna slice through these guys, and they're gonna join our green beans in the pan. Lots of onions. Now, if you're at home, I'd saute some red onions. They got a bit more of a sweetness to them, or sweet onions. But I kind of like the tang you get from like kind of white and yellow onions. Just get some onions rocking. Don't be afraid to put your veg in the charcoal, in the embers, in the coals. You know, cook them dirty. We got dirty onions going into the green beans, and it's so right. So, in you go. And then, the secret ingredient. You're coming in. What did Woodstock Dan say to me? Nutmeg. So, you grab the nutmeg, you throw it in, you make it rain nutmeg. Loads of it. Oh my gosh, this is so good. Seriously, it's such a simple dish. Green beans, sauteed onions, salt, pepper, and nutmeg. And all your friends are like, you are the best cook in the history of forever. So we got a bit of salt, get that in there, get some pepper, get that in there, lots of pepper. Nutmeg and pepper love each other. Where's my tongs? So, you know what? Let's have some fun. Let's do a tsunami of green beans and onions. Woo! All right, so how's our steaks doing? There we go. It's getting there. Oh, nice. That's like a 3D steak right there. All right, so everything's cooking. Make sure I get all my onions in there, which means it's time to spin, right? Whilst everybody's cooking, because I gotta kind of entertain people as they're looking. I gotta go DJ in a bit. I've yet to put food on that whilst I'm cooking. So our green beans are working. You basically blanch them for 4 minutes and then get some olive oil to get that kind of caramelization thing rocking. These guys are good. That's a really good heat. That's a good heat. The winds are coming through, so we're kind of losing a little bit of heat. That's why I cook over a live fire. You're done. You guys are good. So now we're getting close to plating up time. So let me wipe this down because we're gonna get our steaks on here. So, hibiscus. It's the new vinegar. It's just got a really nice tangy vibe to it, so I've been using it as in the vinegar base. So now, what do we teach you guys? You poke. Remember? You poke your meat. That's getting there. You want to get that crust. So I'm actually going to get a bit of that water off. Hold on. I don't want to stew my steaks. I want to create a sear. I want a bark. I want a crust on the steak, so they got to be nice and hot. So that's still kind of rare right now. See, you poke, and it's this. That's what I got right there. That finger's touching the steak. This finger is touching right there. Rare steak. These guys are good. So, do I have, where's my lovely, oh, there we go. So we got some plates. So here's our plate. Now, I like carbs. I like potatoes. And whenever I'm doing a barbecue, I throw extra potatoes on the grill. Even when I'm done cooking, I'll just throw loads of spuds on the grill. I'll cover them in olive oil, then some rock salt or some sea salt. And then the next day, when they're nice and cooled, I'll chop them up with some onions and some peppers, maybe some chorizo or some bacon, and I make home fries, man. So I got some lovely potatoes here. So we got all the food groups, right? We got our spuds. Oh man, these guys are so good. We got our green beans. You guys go there. Woo! Get some onions on top of that. There we go. I love this song. I wish we could afford to let you guys hear it. Oh my gosh. I got the best DJs DJing right now. So what we do at festivals every weekend, you know, last weekend was Grill Stock, then the weekend before that we were at Big Feast with Jamie Oliver. You know, we smoke meat, we grill meat, and then we catertain. We have a full DJ setup. We play vinyl, you know, not off a laptop. We play real records that were made a long time ago. And we throw parties, man. We got a cocktail bar over there, and we catertain the masses. There we go. We're starting to get that nice sear going. All right. Oh, this guy's going good. So with steak, it's a muscle. And when you cook steaks, first you want them to room temperature. You know, you want to relax that muscle. Don't take the steak out of the fridge and put it into a pan or on your grill. You want them to relax. So at least half an hour. You know, if it's a big cut of meat, an hour. Then get them hot, sear it. And then when they're done, you pull them off and you rest them. You let all those beautiful juices go back into that meat, okay? That's a big cut right there. Let's see. Yeah, that's good. That's a bit bigger than the other one, so I'm gonna let that cook a bit longer. Now, so I usually let my steaks rest for half the amount of time that I cooked them for. And that lets all those juices go back into the steak. And then, this is when I hit them with the pepper. I don't put pepper on my steaks at the beginning because pepper can go acrid. So they're still cooking right now. So I get some pepper on there and get some salt rocking on there. And then, now, yes, I haven't rested them for as long as I should have, but we gotta finish this video. So, there we go. Cut against the grain, like with skirt or all those guys. And there's our lovely steak. Get a bit more of that salt in there. Let them get to know the salt. And then we have a beautiful hibiscus, bourbon, honey, marinated Bavette steak. And the cool thing about Bavettes, the mussels kind of go like this. So the ends are kind of on the well done side, then they go medium well, and as you get towards the middle, they're a bit more on the rare side. So you're kind of looking after everybody in your family. So that's kind of in the middle, a bit more rare, and then you get towards the end, you know, it's medium well. Everybody is happy. So we've got steak, we've got spuds, you can throw some sour cream or some butter in there. Let's get a big wallop of butter to go in there. We love butter. The French love butter. You guys get in there. Pop that in there. Boom. Pop it like it's hot. Pop it like it's hot. Can we afford that line right there? Probably can't, can I? So, ladies and gentlemen, you have bourbon, hibiscus, honey, marinated steak, Bavette, skirt, flank, with DJ Barbecue's like beautiful baked potatoes, and then Woodstock Dan's green beans. That meal will just look after everybody. Everybody's happy with that, man. Can I jump in and have a little bite, man? Am I good? You sure? I'm gonna go for this. I want that rare bit right there. That's so good. Oh, the hibiscus, man, it works. Oh, man, I can die. Super stoked. Man, it's good. People, sorry, I'm just taking it all in. If you haven't subscribed to FOODTUBE yet, do it, man. It's free. I'm DJ Barbecue. There's buttons everywhere. And also, you can check out how to do the potatoes, Woodstock Dan's green beans, and that's one of my favorite cuts of meat on the planet with a crazy marinade you get to see right here. Thanks for watching. I'm DJ Barbecue. I'm gonna go DJ my area. We'll see you guys next time. Woo!